So, welcome to all of these first year students. As per my concept, paper is paper first. Title of the paper is diversity of reproductions. So, details regarding whatever the things we have studied up to today in this paper. So, we have seen all these things. Yesterday, we have seen there is a class PO5C, that is also known as yellow algae, and the example which is mentioned for your syllabus, that is sargassum, which is a marine alga which occurs in seawater. It is an marine. It prefers to grow particular areas. For example, in Maharashtra, the coastal region, most of the part of the coastal region, for example, in Malvan region, will be find a sargassum, which is macroscopic, most advanced. There is no need to be observed under microscope. Easily we can be recognized. It is a sargassum. A mat of a green color which is going on the surface of water, having air bladders, leaf-like structures and stem-like structures. That is nothing but sargassum. So, yesterday we have seen how many species have been recognized in India. There were 16 species. Then thallus structure or plant body structures. While describing the plant body structure, both external characteristics and internal characteristics. While explaining the external characteristics, main axis, hold fast, branches of limited growth, air bladder, and fertile branches, that is receptacles. Receptacles they have to be explained. Then leaves, peristomata. So all these things have to be explained while explaining the external characteristics of sargassum. Due to the advanced nature, the main axis of the sargassum appears as a stem, and the branches of primitive growth appears as a leaves, but they are not having two leaves. Therefore, you should be study internal structures by taking the transverse section of the main axis as well as leaves. When you take the transverse section of the main axis, we will find a circular internal structure, circular in nature. Outermost coating is meristoder, cortex, and central one is medulla. So, what is the meristoder? What type of cells are there? The cortex, what type of cells are there? And at the center, there is a double layer wall cells, that is known as medulla. Similarly, the transverse section of the leaves. So, here also again there is a epidermis, cortex, and central tissues. So, you have to be explain all these things. This is about external or thallus structure of sargassum. External as well as internal structures. Now, after that, the remaining part of the sargassum, that is reproduction. How the reproduction takes place in case of sargassum? It reproduces by two ways. It is by vegetative method of reproduction. Vegetative method of reproduction. And second one is sexual method of reproduction. Sexual. When the alga matures, it reproduces by vegetative methods and sexual methods. In case of vegetative method of reproduction, it is by fragmentation, producing by protonema, So these are some of the vegetative reproductive bodies by which the alga reproduce or multiplies. It is not that much so much important, but sexual method of reproduction is very important one and complex one, and it is having a special fertile branches, and these fertile branches which are produced by thallus of sargassum, they are known as receptacles. A small fibrillous filament-like structures which is produced along with air bladder, so they are known as receptacles. So these receptacles are having a funnel-like structure in them. These funnel-like structures are known as conceptacles. In that conceptacles, there is a presence of male reproductive body and female reproductive body. Male reproductive body and female reproductive body. So, while studying the sexual method of reproduction in case of Tara, we have to be focused on 3 to 4 important things. That is, what are the receptacles? What are the conceptacles? What is the structure of conceptacles? What are the different parts of the conceptacles? And in that conceptacle are a funnel-shaped structure. But you have to remember that here, on receptacles, there is a funnel-like structures. Funnel-like structures are for these structures are known as conceptacles. These structures are known as conceptacles. Then we have to describe the structure of internal structure of conceptacles and male and female reproductive body. So a male branch or male receptacles is having a male conceptacles. So in that male conceptacles are that funnel shaped structures. There is a presence of a fertile structure, that is anthedium, a stalk anthedium, and there are certain sterile branches. They are known as paraphysis. And these conceptacles externally they are having a small opening, is known as ostiole. In that male conceptacle, there is a presence of anthedium. In that anthedium, there is a number of tubular cells. So these each cell of male anthedium produces a flagellated structure that is known as male gametes or anthrozoids. In this way, anthedium produces anthrozoids. Which is act as a male gametes. Similarly, on the same plants or on any female sargassum plants, where there is a female receptacles, they are also having funnel-like structures, funnel-shaped structures in them. So these are funnel-shaped structures are nothing but female conceptacles. So the female conceptacle is also is having an outermost coating. Inner lining of the female conceptacle is having a stalked bodies, that is known as oogonium, and there are certain sterile branches known as paraphysis and ostiole. So the female conceptacles contains a oogonium or female reproductive body. So that oogonium is having a centrally located prominent nucleus which is act as a egg. So in this way, these are the structures and the formation of anthedium and oogonium. After formation of male gametes and female gametes in the respective reproductive bodies, then there is a process of fertilization starts. Here the male gametes are motile. So these motile gametes, now in the search of female gametes, as soon as the released male gametes, motile one, came in contact with oogonium. Only one male gametes enters into the oogonium, and then there is a fusion of male and female nucleus takes place. That process is known as fertilization. So now this is the diploid zygotes or oospore is formed. From that oospore again there is a directly development of sporophytic diploid newly formed sargassum plants. Newly formed sargassum plants. So here in case of sargassum, sporophytic phase is longer and gametophytic phase is shorter. Whenever there is a formation of haploid gametes take place, there is male gametes and female gametes. There is only that much period is a gametophytic phase. Remaining all this entire thallus structure, then the formation of leaves, main axis, all these things, that is the sporophytic phase, and the duration where there is a formation of male and female gametes, that period only is the gametophytic phase. So therefore this is the advanced characteristics of sargassum, in which the sporophytic phase is longer and gametophytic phase is very shorter one. So these are some of the important points, these are the important characteristics regarding the sargassum. So while explaining the sexual reproduction, always they will be asked the question on 10 marks question or 5 marks questions. In case of sargassum, that is a sexual method of reproduction. You have to explain what is male receptacle, what is male conceptacle, what is the structure of male conceptacle. In that male conceptacles, how the male gametes are formed, there is anthrozoids, their structure, how they release. Similarly, what is the female receptacles, then what is the structure of female conceptacles which are formed on female receptacles, then structure of female conceptacles, then how the oogonium is formed in that female conceptacles, structure of oogonium, then formation of egg. After formation of egg, there is a process of fertilization, how the fertilization take place, then formation of oospore or zygote, from that zygote, how a new sargassum plant develops. All these things have to be mentioned. Then after that, you have to draw the graphical life cycle of sargassum. So with this, we have completed this example, that is the sargassum. If there is a 20 marks questions, at that time you have to write down classification of sargassum, that is division, algae, class, Phaeophyceae, order, Fucales, family, Sargassus, genus Sargassum. If there is a 20 marks questions, first of all you have to do the classification, then occurrence, then thallus structure, then reproduction. All these things you have to be mentioned. If there is a 20 marks questions, then there is a possibility of asking question, a 10 marks question for thallus structure, or there is a 10 marks question for sexual reproduction in sargassum, or there is a 5 marks question on male conceptacles or female conceptacles. These are the chances that you will be asking of questions in sargassum. So now this is completion of Phaeophyceae. In algae, the another class which is mentioned for your syllabus, that is Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae, or it is also known as a red algae. The example or a type study which is mentioned for your syllabus in class Rhodophyceae is, that is Batrachospermum. Batrachospermum is one of the most advanced alga which belongs to the class Rhodophyceae. So the name itself indicates that the Rhodophyceae means red algae. These algae have whatever the algae which have been included in the class Rhodophyceae or a group Rhodophyceae, they have an excess amount of red algae. Therefore, they appears red pigments. Therefore, they appears red in color. Therefore, they are known as red algae. In that, many examples are there. Majority of the freshwater forms, but there are certain species are there which are marine. But Bacteriospermum, which is mentioned for your syllabus as a type study, that is a freshwater alga. You have to be here also. You have to study the life cycle of detailed life cycle of Bacteriospermum. Then here also you have to be mention classification, occurrence, thalospecture, and reproduction. This much you have to explain. Now then there will be a completion of life cycle of that particular example. After Rhodophyceae, the last one, which is an example or a class which is mentioned for your syllabus, that is Cyanophyceae or Mixophyceae. Cyanobacteria or Mixophyceae, that is a type study which is mentioned for your syllabus, that is nostoc. Whatever the algae which are included in Cyanophyceae or Mixophyceae, earlier they were considered as a bacteria, but they are not a bacteria, but they are one type of primitive algae. Whatever the primitive algae are there, primitive means the algae which will not be having a true nucleus, or algae in which there is no sexual reproduction. All these have been kept in a separate group, that is Cyanophyceae or Mixophyceae or lupine algae. So in that there is only one example I will mention for your syllabus, that is nostoc. After that, last one, that is economic importance of algae. After completion of this much, we have completed half syllabus of this paper, that is algae part. Now after that algae, we are going to be dealing about fungi. In fungi also you have to be explain general characteristics of fungi, classification, and after that a type studies which are mentioned for your syllabus. Here also there are about 4 classes are there. In each class they have been mentioned one type study where you have to study the life cycle of that particular example. Now after completion of fungi, the remaining part of our syllabus of this paper is, that is bacteria, virus, mycoplasma, and lichens. That is very short, very easy one. A little syllabus is there for the bacteria, viruses, lichens, mycoplasma. In that bacteria, virus are most important one. There will be a question, either it will be 20 marks questions, 10 marks, or 5 marks questions. Sometimes 5 marks question on mycoplasma, 5 marks question on lichens, all these things. These are the possibilities asking a question on that. So with this, today we are going to stop here. On Monday, we are going to be dealing about Rhodophyceae. Okay, thank you. Good night. Santosh,